everyone's talking about this one on Twitter. Obviously, amazing card. First of all, right off the rip, artwork is just awesome. I don't know if it's from the League artwork. I never played League, but just absolutely amazing, especially how they have the little the glass distortions over the not quite a distortion, but especially because you can see the transparency through the glass, the UI frame. I really like that. It's a very nice touch. Card is also super busted. It's 4 for 4, 4. Also, no power cost. Crazy. Your temporary effects at my battlefield don't trigger. What I thought, can you imagine? Sure, I'm not the first person to think this. You know, with this or with this, if you make a reflection copy of her, the reflection also had this card text that your temporary effects on my battlefields don't trigger. So her own, you copy blue LeBlanc, and then as long as it's out of battlefield, it's technically not temporary, and you will still get this benefit of it being it just persisting and not having to worry about temporary. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to worry about it getting nuked because there's 4, but it's also a backline, so it's very nice. It's very, very nice. I just think this is probably going to be your best hero. You're probably your most complete hero so far. And I've been trying to get blue yellow working with Renata. Didn't really work out. Just it just doesn't drive. It definitely needs a few more sets to kick in. This one is absolutely phenomenal. This artwork's good. I still think this one is a lot better. Now, segueing in to another card that I think is totally busted, definitely this one. Sure, it's 2 power, but it's also 2 cost, super low energy. It's a counter spell for 2. Counter any spell. Extremely good already. And then the opponent can't play spells for the rest of the turn. And I mean, it's amazing. I mean, if anything, this should be 3 power, I think. It's so good. It's so good. And then there's an extra synergy that if you're running that, you're running Liliana. And she makes the sprites. So Sprite Mother, her, the sprites from her, Sprite Call, all those units with temporary, you can also throw in, if you really wanted to, you can put blue LeBlanc in because she's blue green. I mean, it's an option. It can work. You know, I really appreciate how everything is like really busted. Like every color has something busted. Seems to be leading blue on this one. I mean, these ones are okay. I think this one's super underrated, but well, I don't know if it's underrated or not, but I see this just when I attack, you may pay 1 to give a unit here -1. I think that's really strong early game. I mean, it's probably strong mid game because maybe sometimes you just need to give it that -1 to win the battlefield. Maybe he'll go in swinging, but if you're sending in multiple units and you guys are even, instead of trading, you'll actually come out on top. You know, sometimes one might. Sometimes one might's all you need. Sometimes it's just that one might. It's an orb of reflection, kind of. So that's 2 busted cards. The third busted card, I think, is definitely going to be Rengar. And Orange Rengar, even though this specifically says ambush, and you may play me as a reaction to a battlefield where you have units. The second part says I could be played to a battlefield where there are enemy units, even if you don't have units here. As far as I know, from the devs have clarified that you can indeed use this as a surprise defender, and I think that is he's like a Dead Bloom with ambush, and like an on reaction Dead Bloom, and he's 6 might. He's only 2 might off of Dead Bloom. Dead Bloom is like 8 with 2 power. This guy is I mean, if I was running orange, he's like an auto 3 of easily. Maybe in practice he's not gonna be that good. Okay, but I think my predictions, this card's gonna be really, really, really annoying. Definitely annoying. Definitely something to consider when you're playing against orange at the very least. Because if you go in, try to conquer an open battlefield with like a 2 might, like a little token, and then you slam him down, and then it's like, well, I mean, and he's 6 might, he's already hard to deal with. And then you go in, opponent goes in with a 2-drop in the middle of the game, and then you slam this guy down on defense. That's how I'm understanding that you can play him a surprise defender to an open battlefield, which that alone is really going to be something to consider when you're even just going into open battlefields could be really strong. You could be on 7 points, boom, conquer, hold the 8. I mean, and this one just came out. Everyone's talking about this card. And this card is, I mean, arguably one of the strongest contenders. Like this signature spell, some of these signature spells are insane, and I think this one is insane, insane. Like the sheer utility of this one is going to it. I just think this one is absolutely wild. You would think that the draw 1 is like you see this first, so you think that's like where it starts, but it's really any of these. So that you would think the cost of entry is high, and it is kind of, but everything else after that is pretty inexpensive. You really don't even need to go to this 4th one because you can just pick these bottom 3, and that's already like a 9 might difference. It's 2 damage to a unit at battlefield, 3 damage to a unit at base, 5, and then give a unit at battlefield -4. It's a 9 might difference in one card. And then he also obviously synergizes with his own legend. If you play a spell, if you spent 4 or more, you may banish it. Then, if there are 4 spells banished with me, but each in trash channel 4. So he ramps himself. Play 3 of these. Like, this is an auto 3 of for this guy because it's so good with such a amazing utility. Like, this easily probably so far the most busted signature spell, hands down. Now, my personal pick, if I were to pick 5 busted cards, saving the best for last, my personal pick out of these is not this guy's old news. Everyone's talking about this one on Twitter. It's not this one. My personal favorite pick is this card. When I saw this card, how I would play this is I would just play the same card that's already on the board, which sounds ridiculous, except when it's like a mind splitter. And I love yanking cards out of their hand. Like, it's obviously mind splitter is super busted. Play it on reaction for free, ignoring its costs, and boom, 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 boom. I think if you have like a really good dredge deck and you're discarding cards, units from your trash, look, I think it's pretty busted. It's so sneaky. This card is so sneaky because you're killing a unit to get a unit, but it's a reaction, and you can play it. You can use it in so many versatile ways. You could beat during a showdown. You could play it on a unit that's already going to die, and then you can play the unit from your trash. I doubt you can, but if you play this because you killed the friendly unit, if the friendly unit counts as being in the trash when it's starting to resolve, playing it again, I mean, I don't think you can do that, but I think that's obviously not with the spirit of this card. But still, if you have a Mind Splitter on the field, a Mind Splitter in trash, just swap them, and then you get the pull effect. When there's a when you play me effect that's really good, such as Thousand Tail Watcher, such as Bryn, such as Mind Splitter. I mean, we got Snapvine, we got White Flame, we got even when we got First Mate, we got Sprite Mother, we got Ezreal, we got Fizz. We got Son Bouncer, of all things. His power cost is a little high. But still, Mind Splitter for Mind Splitter. Soul Gorger for Soul Gorger. I think you can pull some crazy, ridiculous combination with that. I think now that we're getting into the third set, we're starting to see some like really complicated opportunities presenting themselves. So you just, I mean, I think it's probably going to be really good in Aurora. If Aurora is still a thing, it's probably going to be really good in Aurora. I think on that, so far, I don't know. I don't know. So I think that's it for at least what I wanted to talk about. I think I'm good on that. I hope y'all have a really rad day, and that's it.